Hello everyone, this is Jagtar from School of Gratitude. Today I have a special guest, Rahul Chawla. He is the president of ableinsurance Brokerage. My boss also here, and working here with him from more than 10 years, but we know each other from long time. So, he is a successful businessman, and he has his own struggles and successes. So today we're going to learn more about him and about the business, other activities. So for further ado, I will ask Rahul Chawla. Rahulji, thank you very much for coming to my show at the School of Gratitude, and I really appreciate you to be a time from your busy schedule. So I just want to ask you about your journey so far.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. And yes, go ahead, ask me the question, and I'll give you the answers.
Yeah. How you started in Canada and how this success comes. A lot of people think that success comes overnight. Maybe you are an insurance broker, maybe I can be there tomorrow. It must be long years of struggle.
It does not happen like that. I can give you my history a little bit. I've become an insurance broker, and I have been through a lot of grinds to become an insurance broker, and I've been doing this for over almost 37 years. Prior to coming to Canada, I was doing insurance in Trinidad and Tobago in the West Indies, and I obtained my qualifications to become an insurance broker with the licensing body. I can't remember the name there. And then I started working with a company called New India Assurance Company.
New India Assurance Company.
New India Assurance. I started as a training manager, and then eventually they gave me a branch, and from there they saw my skills, they saw my efforts. I grew the branch. I worked with them for almost 10-12 years. Then I moved to Canada, and in Canada when I came, they did not recognize my qualifications from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
So I had to struggle to go through the schooling in Canada to obtain my REBO licensing.
I see.
And eventually I did, and a very fine gentleman, I met Mr. Gil Constantini, who guided me, and I got my qualifications, and I started insurance. And that's how the journey has been. It's been a long journey, but it's fruitful.
Fruitful, right?
Yeah.
I remember you told me one story about working with some other company, and how you joined insurance broker. You never want to be employed somewhere else.
Yeah, that was a company I was working with as an employee, basically. Insurance broker, but you are working as an employee on a salary basis. Salary plus part commission. Because of the management in that company, somehow there was some discrimination as far as I can see from my view, and they let me go. They let me go. First time I heard about layoffs in this country. Layoff. Never heard of layoff. Anyway, when they laid us off, then at that point I decided to start my own insurance. I joined a broker called Key Source Insurance, and I started with them. Initially it was a little tough because I had purchased the house at the time when they laid me off. Income was not sufficient to survive. So eventually I had to struggle harder to get to the income level which I was accustomed to, which was good. And I worked as a broker with Key Source for quite a while. And then in 2007, I met Suki at another brokerage. And Suki and I decided that we should open our own brokerage, which we did in 2007. And from 2007 till now, we have grown quite a bit, and today we are here. We have almost 60-70 brokers working for us. We have a staff of almost 13 to 20 people, and maybe around $60-70 million in business.
Plus we have other associates too, like other brokerages, right? We
have other brokerages. We have Five Star, we have Titan. Those are sister concerns of Able Insurance. We do have an office in Stony Creek which does the underwriting. And today that's what we are. It has been interesting, but of course it's a tough journey. It doesn't happen overnight. So if somebody wants to become a broker and want to make money, it won't happen. It takes a lot of effort.
A lot of effort.
and you have to be persistent and aggressive, and at the same time you got to be very sociable with your clients. Because our business is all based on the way you talk, the way you react to your client. So you have to be very friendly.
You can become successful faster. We have some examples there within a couple of years too. People who are very much people oriented, some special skills, right?
Yes, you have. You can if you specialize in a particular sect of the insurance and you are aggressive. You can be successful. Yes.
Successful. From 10 years ago, what? So 13 years ago, you started from scratch again, right? The first broker died. Is what
that's right.
Fruitman Insurance.
Fruitman Insurance. Yeah, he died. And that's where I met Suki.
And you lose all your book of business.
Exactly.
And they have $1 million business from starting.
We had between the two of us, we had almost $13 to $14 million business. So we lost all that business.
All that.
Yeah.
So,
and then we had to start again.
So that's the example of a true leader and successful people. I heard that on some other story that one person said, okay, you can drop me in the jungle somewhere, I will find my way. So you are the one of that person, you and Suki.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
So
Suki and I have been holding hands from, I believe, since 1994.
So Rahul, what's the issues in the insurance industry? What do you think about the insurance industry these days?
Well, there is a lot of, the markets are going to be getting a little bit tougher now because of this, now especially in these days because of the COVID situation. I'm not sure if you do read articles in the Canadian underwriters. Markets are going to get tougher and tougher for all kinds of business, whether it's personal lines or whether it's commercial lines. It's going to be more difficult to place business. Although at the same time, the companies do want business, but they want a very clean business, and we have to be very upfront with them and give them the complete picture so the underwriters can see what we are presenting to them. So, having said that, the markets are going to be hard, that I can assure you, as the time goes on. And a lot of markets are even fearful of writing certain businesses because of the COVID situation and the recession going to take place. And this will not recover for at least another 2 to 3 years.
What do you think people take positive from this situation? How they think future forward, like looking good? What's
positive? I would suggest you have to be, again, as I said, you have to be persistent and you have to accept the hard situation and try to be more
like finding the ways to get it
find different ways,
get things done, right?
Yeah, find the ways to get things done and be lenient with the client.
Lenient with the client.
Because the markets are hard, and the positive thing you learn from this is that you got to be more humble.
More humble. That's
more
the
humble.
main lesson. We learned. Humble, and because there's every hardship, there's a lesson, some opportunities there too.
Of course,
right?
of course.
So there's opportunity here to get new ways of doing things. Right? That's because you cannot talk about the things old way was happening, but still there's ways you can.
Definitely. Clients coming face to face will take some time because until and unless some kind of a vaccine is not developed, I'm sure a lot of brokers will be hesitant to meet face to face to general public. So most of the work is being done on the phones and computers, through emails. There's no face to face contact. That may be the new normal.
Yeah, but I think this is a good opportunity for people who want to work from home or from office option. This business is really good, It
is. You can, in our business, yes, you can work from home.
Yeah, home.
You do not have to have a face-to-face contact, but the old way is always the best way. The face-to-face contact gives you a little bit more options where you can see the client, you can face him, you can look into his eyes, you can learn more when you're doing that. Over the phone, over the computers, or over the email, you don't get to see that reaction of the client.
Other than business, what's your other hobbies and activities, your passion?
I love swimming. I like walking. Bike riding.
Wow.
There was a time I used to ski, but since I had a skiing accident, I have stopped doing that. So basically now swimming, walking, bike riding.
Only business, you are a fun-loving person.
Well, you have to, because you can't be involved in business all the time.
Yeah,
you have to have a little bit of recreation.
Like this channel is School of Gratitude. So I just want your views on gratitude. What do you think gratitude? How you view gratitude as a
General life gratitude, you are probably thankful to the industry which you have been. That's your gratitude towards the industry, and that's what you're trying to promote to your viewers.
To viewers, right?
Yeah.
So like thankful, like I generally people have to be humble.
Which is good.
As you said, humble.
Humble, persistency, aggressive, appreciative, lenient, sociable. So all those go with the insurance brokers.
Yeah. Like we're all going to die one day, right? So we are remembered for some good things.
That's the truth of life,
right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to be remembered for, like in this life? Is that Rahul Chawla? This is the guy, right? A person
as a good human being and a successful businessman. That's what I would like people to remember me.
Yes, yeah. That's wonderful, because I know that you are caring and you help a lot of people. And
I try to do the best I can, and a lot of people appreciate it. And I hope when I die, people do appreciate, yes, Rahul Chawla was the one who helped me or who did this for me, and
No, I want to record my example, like Rahulji, like I also similarly went through up and down, I sold my book of business, then start from scratch again.
I'm aware of that.
And from in
Alberta.
In Alberta, and in 2013 I again came here.
Yeah.
You give me one call, said Jagtar, come here. This is a white collar job.
Exactly.
At this stage where you want to go, you can make money. And I was almost broke, right? And I listened to you, and I came here and without any question for money. And from that year, month came, I started writing business like never before.
And since then till today you are here. So you see, that is what, when you said who would you like yourself to be remembered as, now you would remember me as that.
Yeah, because you just made one call.
Exactly.
And I listened to that without even consulting anybody, and whatever I lost before, I made more again, right?
Exactly.
So sometimes people in life also, they lose something, they get depressed or something, or they say, oh, how can I gain that? But if you have a hope, you can build it again.
You
right?
can, definitely. You have to be strong-minded, and you can do it.
Yeah, look at it from about 7 years ago now, from that, coming back here now, I'm a team leader, having, just like you, I'm teaching other brokers now.
Definitely.
So it's all, I have big impact, of
Very good.
your
experience. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
so
thank you, Rahulji.
Most welcome.
Anything else you want to share to your viewers?
Insurance is a good industry, and it's a very neat, clean business. If you do it properly, you will be successful. There is no two ways about it.
No two ways about it.
And there's an examples of Jagtar, example of myself. You can be successful. You do have to go through some tough times, but if you're strong-minded, you go through those tough times, it's a wonderful industry to be in.
Yeah, so a lot of people who are at home right now, COVID situation, people are wondering what the jobs they have. There is always opportunities. There new opportunity will come. If you lose one job, there are the other door will be open.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Rahulji, for coming.
Thank
and
you.
I really appreciate
for
your support, and I hope viewers you like the interview with Rahul Chawla, and we will bring some more interviews with other people, and you should subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for our next video. And until then, I'll say goodbye. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless you. Bye.
Thank you.